Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Steins Gate. A safe space in which we awesome, where we are just having a good old time. We're here with Luca-chan, and we're having some fun. So, better get to the lab. We might have missed something else. Each other. When I get back to the lab, nobody's there but Darrow. Did Kirisu go shopping by herself? I call out to him as he's ordering pizza on the computer. Where's Miri? Did she come back? No. Where is she? I take a bottle of Dr. P out of the fridge and chug it down. Straight up, one breath. Impressive. The cold, sparkling liquid wets my parched throat and drives the heat away. Now you're making me thirsty. Now I can think. But I still can't relax. Every minute, every second is precious. Each moment I waste brings me closer to Miri's death. Hey, Ocarine, why are you so jumpy? I need to find Miri. Isn't she a Lucashe's? Not anymore. She's gone by the time I got there. She was gone. I start to pace in irritation. Maybe she went to see one of her cosplay friends. Who? What's her phone number? How should I know? Damn. It's easy to forget since she's usually here, but Miri and I rarely spend time together outside the lab. May Queen and the shrine. That's about it. I have no idea where else she might go. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, occasionally I forget that my friends, like, through Discord, I've never actually met them, like, face to face. So sometimes I forget, like, you know, very important, very recognizable features about them, like A, their voice, B, the fact that they're male or female. Like, I forget these things. Not that it's really important, but still, I do forget, and it's interesting to think that these people I know deeply and have incredible emotional contact with, I know little about their actual lives. Like, there's this one friend who regularly reminds me that he works at a call center. So yeah, it's a thing. It's really interesting. May Queen doesn't even exist on this world line. Now that you mention it. Do you know something? Well, if you'll let me finish. Damn. I think she said that her phone was about to run out of power. She had to turn it off. Yet another setback. Not only am I unable to contact her, she might not even notice my phone calls. Alright, what's going on? Why are you still here, Darrow? I thought I told you to leave. Sit on the sofa. Oh, is that why the others are gone? I feel the weight of my stress on my shoulders and in my bones. I'm not leaving without a good reason. We've known each other for a long time, okay? Now tell me what's going on, man. They're going to kill Miri. Huh? What? Cern's after us. In 2 hours, their men will break in and kill Miri. Get out while you still can. What? For real? Can you get in touch with Kirisu? Pass a message on to her. In 2 hours? How do you know that? Darrow pauses for a moment. He looks towards the development room where the time leap machine is sitting. Oh, no way, you used it? I nod gravely. I kick Darrow out of the lab and send him home. He flies across the air. I don't know why that was the first picture that came to mind, but it was. He promised to call Kirisu for me and tell her to stay at her hotel. But a few minutes later, she calls me directly and demands an explanation. It takes some effort, but I manage to convince her to do as I say. I tell her that I used the thing, that I know it's a big problem, but also I'm from the future. Please, for the love of God, listen to me. Now I just need to wait for Miri to get back. Yeah, that's the thing in like anime, and this game too. The main protagonist, usually male, rarely female, but you know, can happen. The main male protagonist knows a thing, and then just proceeds to not tell anyone about it and spend like 15 minutes convincing them to do like the precautionary sort of thing to not have the event happen. But then if you just explain the event, they might not understand, but they at least understand what you think and why you're doing what you're doing, instead of just being crazy. It's less time overall. You need to communicate. Thought about looking for her, but it's way too risky. We could miss each other like we did at the shrine. Better wait here in front of the building. While waiting, I try to convince myself that everything will be okay. Mary returns to the lab at 6:30, like she should. That leaves about an hour before Moeka's attack. In an hour, we could ride the bullet train from Tokyo Station to Shizuoka. Is that the best plan? Maybe we should get off at Yokohama and lay low in the hotel for a while. I can think about what comes next after Mayuri's safe. The time leap machine doesn't matter. Moeka can have it. My top priority is to prevent Mayuri's death. Sweat accumulates on my forehead and rolls down my face. Hurry back, Mayuri. Eh? Startled, I turn towards the voice. Suzuya and Mr. Braun have emerged from the Braun Tube workshop. I see them lock the door. I guess they're closing up shop. That's right, I forgot about Suzuya. What are you doing out here, Okabe Rintaro? Nothing. That reminds me. During the attack, she took down 5 armed commandos in the blink of an eye. Still can't believe it. Where did an 18-year-old girl learn to move like that? You know, it's entirely possible she took martial arts for several years. Now, granted, I don't think that's, like, going to make you amazing at disarming gunmen, but it depends on the type of martial art. Could be Krav Maga. Who knows? She might know Krav Maga. Who knows? And then there was her strange behavior immediately before the attack. She left as soon as she heard about the bomb threat, almost as if she knew something was going to happen. And finally, there's the business with her father. Everything about her is a mystery. Who is Amane Suzuya? Oh, I know. You're getting ready for the party tonight, aren't you? How did you know we're having a party? Sheena Mayuri came by. She came by earlier today to invite me over. Hope you got room for one more, because I'm... You can't. Am I a bother? No. It's okay, I understand. I guess I'm still an outsider. That's not it. What's wrong with you, Okabe? Let my part-timer join your little club. You owe her, remember? It's thanks to her belly that I let you off the hook for shaking the building last time. Uh-huh. My belly. Hey! Suzuya's recovered her jacket. She promptly dressed now. She's got a fine belly, tight and well-trained. Stop being weird! Stand right here, you dirty old man. The party's cancelled. I'm sorry, part-time warrior, but please go home today. Cancelled? Yeah, sorry. I'm not gonna, involve you in the thing where you solve it for us so that you may defend us, potentially. But hey, whatever. I attempt to smile, but with little hope of success. I don't know what's going on, Okabe, but don't do anything reckless. It's weird to have him give me advice. I thought he was just a dirty old man who loved the CRTs. Maybe he's sharper than I thought. Or maybe he's just telling me to stop shaking the building. Okay. I got in a fight with Mayuri. Things are a little complicated right now. That's all. It's the best I can manage. Oh, is there gonna be blood? Blood. I mean, look over there. Suzuya points across the street. There she is. I turned to look. To my surprise, there's Mayuri walking up the street with a big old bag. When she notices us, she waves her hand with a ditzy smile. Mayuri, I love how the common collected character that we've built up as the serene goddess is walking down the street and then suddenly action music drops in. When you fighting? She looks really happy to see you. Ignore Suzuya and run to Mayuri. The clock on my phone says 6:33. Hey, where you going? I wasted precious time talking to Suzuya. Now that I've secured Mayuri, we need to get as far away from Akiba as we can. What's the rush, Ocarine? I ignore her question and grab her hand. Without explaining anything, I steal her. Run to the station. Ah! Wait, my bag! Forget it, just run! Short sentences. I can't get the image of Mayuri's death out of my mind. I won't let them kill her. I won't. Mayuri gives no further resistance. She follows obediently, quickly matching my pace. I forgot that she's faster on her feet than I am. Hey, where are we going? First we'll head for Tsukaba or Yokohama. I'm already gasping for her Mayuri, however. Might as well be strolling along for all the difficulty she's having. How can she be so dizzy yet so athletic at the same time? Fucking... It's a serious moment, so I'm not gonna dwell on this, but what kind of stupid question is that? That makes no earthly sense whatsoever. If you're too stupid, you can't be an athlete. But if you're athletic, you can't be stupid. It's the immutable rules of the reality. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, but that one got me. Oh, hey, new image. The sun is already set, but the sky is still a mix of indigo and orange. We run through the streets, lit by dazzling shops. These feet are fucking going. Everything will be fine once we make it on the train. I hold this thought in my mind as we run. I'm already exhausted. Mayuri practically has to drag me along to keep going. Should we rest for a bit? No, stopping until we're on the train. I do my best to keep up the pace. But Ocarine, you're covered in sweat. You shouldn't push yourself. You're not good at exercise. When we reach the station, I realize that something is wrong. The station is packed, seriously packed. You don't see this many people, even at rush hour. The crowd is milling around the entrance. For some reason, it looks like no one is going in. Ooh, the bomb threat already happened. What's going on here? A protest? Some kind of street performance? I don't have time for this. Just then an announcement plays over the PA.
Your attention, please. The Yamanote, Chihai, Tohoku, and Sobu lines are currently suspended. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, and kindly ask for your cooperation.
Finally, I realized my mistake. That's right, before the attack, the trains were stopped by a bomb threat. No wonder there were so many people standing around. In my haste to flee the city, I completely forgot. How could I be so stupid? I wonder what happened. All the train lines are stopped. We can't escape Akiba. What other means of public transportation? Subway or the bus? Should we go to another station? I turn around and head back, the way we came, keeping a firm grip on Mayuri's hand. Before we get more than a few steps, a man steps out of the crowd and blocks our way. I realize that we're surrounded.
Okabe Rintaro dana.
Okabe Rintaro. A low voice. A face I've never seen. He's not one of the 5 who broke into the lab. Ocarine, do you know these people? Mayuri grips my arm tightly and she looks anxiously at the men. Come with us. Who are you? Instead of answering, the man makes a grab for my arm. I jerk away and try to escape. That's the thing. When Okabe grabs people's arms, they don't do this. But he does it. But the men move to block us again. If you resist, we'll kill you. CERN! They're with Moeka? She must have planned for this in advance. A chill runs up my spine. We made a terrible mistake when we hacked into CERN. I realize that now. Though it's far too late. Are you going to kill us with all these witnesses around? This isn't a game. I feel something cold against my back. I don't realize what it is at first. Then it hits me. Bang! No, so... Okabe, with a gun to his back, not touching him yet, but to his back, asks, "Are you going to kill me in front of all these witnesses?" The man with the gun, instead of answering, says, do you think this is a game? As if he doesn't assume Okabe is taking it seriously, even though he just asked, "Are you going to kill me?" So, you know, that's a little odd. A gun. I get pistol whipped, which is, in some regards, actually worse than a bullet. I gulp. My blood goes cold. Oh, I thought the music was slowing down because something sucked, but no, it just reset. Am I going to die here? Will my time leaping be for naught? No, I can't give up. I won't let Mayuri die. I won't accept that future. How do I get out of this? The crowd at the station has grown even thicker. People are starting to argue with the station personnel, demanding to know when they can go home. The station is quickly becoming chaotic. Suddenly, a fight breaks out nearby. It looks like some people are trying to shove their way through. This could be our chance. A tide of people surges into us, knocking the man behind me off balance. Now! I quickly turn around and strike the man's hand aside. His gun falls away. Then the man gets swallowed by the crowd. I'm going to leave this gun here, because realistically I wouldn't steal a gun. I would probably kick it into the tracks or something, and then run away. Run, Mayuri! I grab Mayuri's hand and start running. We have to fight our way through the crowd, but that also thwarts our pursuers. As soon as we reach the main street, we start running back towards the lab. Of course, what is this music? This is... It's surreal. I've never heard this tune, and it's just like, what the hell's happening? Of course, we can't return to the lab itself. Huh. I mean, this is very clearly copyrighted music, but just listen to that for a second. Like, damn, that's a poppin' beat. Back into it. Of course, we can't return to the lab itself. Moeka's group will be there shortly. Is the subway still running? If we get on Shuhuicho Station, we can take the Ginza line to Shibuya. From there, we can grab a train heading out to Tokyo. I still haven't recovered from my exhaustion. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. We can't stop now. I have to keep running. It doesn't take long before a new obstacle appears. 4 men walking together up ahead suddenly stop and turn to face us. I've got a bad feeling about this. They don't look like otaku. Are they with CERN too? My fears are confirmed when the 4 men start walking towards us, arms spread to block the street. No doubt about it, they're after us too. I turn to flee back towards the station, and there I see the first group of men closing in behind us. We're trapped. Enemies on both sides. There's only one choice. I grab Mayuri and make for the nearby side street. Where are we going, Okabe? I'm not moving, but listen to my feet. It's a disconnect. I'm not really understanding fully mentally. I'm trying to get to Shuhuicho Station without using the main streets. But as we pass UPX, several men on the bridge point at us and shout something. Are they with CERN too? How many men do they have? Yeah, that's a weird thing. Like, it's not realistic that they would just run into them at every corner. Like, they would have to have set this up beforehand. It doesn't make any sense otherwise. We turn back and change course. Okay, Mary, you're a faster runner, so... Talking while running uses up all of my breath. Sweat drips in my eyes, making it hard to see. Oh, I've been there, my friend. You go on ahead. Go to Harita's shrine in Ikebukuro. We'll meet. Before I finish, I catch sight of another group of men waiting for us up ahead. What's going on, O'Green? Oh, she's getting winded too. Okay, so it is possible. Okabe got winded immediately, but she gets tired too. I look back. The group from before is chasing after us. We're surrounded by enemies. The familiar streets of Akiba are filled with agents of CERN. I don't want to make a joke, but come on, there's nothing there. I recall what Moeka said. You have nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akihabara. Despair seizes my heart. Is escape impossible? We're just kids playing at science in the safety of our tiny little lab. Our enemy is a multinational conspiracy willing to kill anyone who gets in their way. We're doomed from the start? No matter what, we must get away. But that'll have to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good music, man. Poppin'. But that'll have to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, am Keywii. Great to you and yourself. A delightful day. Goodbye.